Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. Again, the lighting is beautiful outside, so I wanted to come out and do you a reading about just spirit messages, daily guidance and ideas that your angels and spirit team are trying to bring to you in terms of keeping you centered, feeling good, fueling your head and heart with good and warm notions as opposed to anything stressful, pushing, or lacking. Oftentimes we'll just be sitting there. Do that after this video, like just for one moment, close your eyes. What is the first thing that pops in your head? I feel like 8 out of 10 people, it's usually pressing issues that somebody thinks they have to do or accomplish. A bill that has to be paid, a goal that has to be reached, something like that along those lines, something that is usually pressing. So this is about releasing all that and being really aware and awake in the moment. Like, I just got home and I realized it was so gorgeous. I'm like, I just want to take the tripod and camera outside and just sit outside in nature and do a reading. I always feel my absolute best after I provide a reading for you guys. It's something about tapping into my cards. I love the connection with spirit and the divine guidance that is able to just sort of channel through me. I feel alive, vibrant, and that I can get ready to go for a walk, the gym, do something that's good for me afterwards. And you guys show your appreciation in so many beautiful ways. And I want to especially thank Gidget Joe. Every single day, it seems like she does my timestamps for me. By the way, Gidget, your Camelot cards are on the way. I just ordered them and I just pressed sent with your address, so they're on the way. You guys, I can't even convey, in words how much I appreciate little things like that. And the fact that you take time to comment and say you appreciate my words, they help lift you. One person said they wait every morning to listen to my video so they can have it begin their day and they can have coffee with it and get excited. That makes me feel so good. And I have to say, because of you guys and how the channel is going and how my life is going, this is right after, besides having my children, this is the best year I have had in my entire life. Being able to connect with you guys in this way, grow my channel, have these experiences, have all these breakthroughs with clients, and be able to follow Spirit's advice of being present in every day and seizing that moment to do something beautiful, artistic, and enlightening, which is, has always been my goal. But oftentimes I didn't realize that, getting stuck in a 9 to 5. And nothing against the corporate world, but that is not made for me. I'm not a computer person. I'm definitely not a sit down at a desk person. I don't like to feel confined in buildings. I get claustrophobic. I'm like that crazy animal, like, let me out of here. I've always had to have jobs where I was on my feet, continually moving and speaking and interacting with people, or, I slowly just would get heavy and gray. And, to be able to do this is my absolute best year. I feel my most alive, my most earnest, my most connected. And a lot of you guys are reaching for that, and you're going to arrive at that. You're going to have a measure of calm and fulfillment that is yet unparalleled in your life. I feel it coming for you guys. I feel that you watch my channel for a reason, and you watch other light workers and readers because you realize that message can convey to you what you already know, but you can implement the steps to have your best life. So I'm going to begin with what our choices are. We have number 1, day and night. Number 2 is Sleeping Beauty's Dream. And number 3 is Moon Dance. And it's funny that they're actually 1, 3, and 4. I love the colors in these cards. They're so rich and simple. I love teals and greens and blues and that smoky agate color. It's really gorgeous. So I'll let you take a breath and make your choice. Okay, so we're going to begin with day and night. And I really feel like this is about, how different everything can be, how we can feel. We are like moons. We go through phases. We can feel absolutely ebullient, on top of the world, gracious, giving, in all of that one moment. And then another time we can be like, no people please, no questions, no interactions, and we can just go into that hermit mode. Every single day unites us with a different feeling and different phase. And when we honor that and we decide we're not going to feel guilty or bad because we don't want to, accomplish, connect, all of that. There's no blueprint for that. When we feel a certain way, we're allowed to honor that and go within. Every once in a while, maybe once a month or so, I decide I'm not even going to leave my room. I'll have my cards in there. I'll look at artwork, I'll read, I'll relax, and I just completely unplug. And it's so rejuvenating because I'm honoring that part of me that says, okay, my personality can be like day, it can be like night. I can be ready to go. And a lot of artists too, and people that are really tapped into their creative juices. That happens nocturnally. I'm very nocturnal. I stay up every night at least till 12, sometimes 1, and that's when I get my creative ideas for jewelry, for storylines, for topics, for all of these things. So again, some of us operate really great in daylight. I like to do things that are simplistic and nature driven during the day and be outside and be with the animals and relax into it. So this is really about finding your center. Your outside world is a reflection and a manifestation of what's going on inside you at this time. So when the outside world becomes so hectic and stressful that anxiety starts, this is an ideal moment to stop and ask, when was the last time I checked in with myself? This card is kind of aimed right at this vital time for many reasons. You need to slow down and find the center of your being right now. We understand on the physical level, it's easy to get caught up in a materialistic world. It's very great timing for this to remind us with Christmas. It's not what we spend, it's the thought that we put into it, right? And so many people adore just a simple handcrafted card, scarf, an item that comes from your heart as opposed to some grand gesture. And also people feel a little obligated if you spend a lot of money on them. It makes them feel awkward, especially in turn if they don't have the finances to reciprocate that. So really pause, reflect, and think about that, okay? When life gets chaotic and you need to pull back from stresses and strains, really slow the pace down. Go within and reconnect with your spiritual self. I find I love to take like a really hot shower and use really great smelling soaps. Just slow down. It kind of relaxes all your muscles, or go for a walk in nature. Extremely grounded. So let's see what else is coming up for you and Spirit wants you to know about. So relationships. I'm trying to get the lighting good on this. Relationships are just mirror images of our own life. So how you feel and treat yourself, as well as how you react and respond to different situations and people around you. Be aware that every relationship is an opportunity for soul growth. Oh my God, I just realized the cat was asleep in the bushes right next to me, and she's having those, those runner dreams where their legs move, and it scared me. So right now, realize how you feel and treat yourself is how we do respond and react to other situations too. Are we patient with ourselves? Therefore, are we patient with others? Do we give other people an opportunity to speak and connect with us? Or I always liken this to, when you go into a store and you see two people bump into each other, but they might not necessarily be that close friends. They always have one foot pointed in the other direction, waiting for an excuse so they can end the conversation. It's a really weird thing because in their mind, they're in a hurry. They only have so much time. Everything is restricted. So instead of having this be a beautiful opportunity to connect with somebody, they're always waiting for an out. It's very unusual, and I've witnessed this many times. So I'm extra careful that I don't do that to other people. I don't look at my phone. I point both my feet at them. I listen. Even if they're going, if it's an agony aunt moment, like, oh my God, Melanie, this happened, that happened, I am truly there and present with them. So this is about being really honoring, being really present and honoring the conversations that are going on around us. So you also have, one more message is Morning Dew Girl. This is about saying, you know what, it's the kind of like the chop wood, carry water type of thing. I am going to take advantage of every opportunity that comes my way. When I get out, I'm going to see the fresh dew on all the flowers. I am going to, like this morning where I live, it was a beautiful sunrise. Everything was really pink and golden. It was amazing. And I just stopped the car and I looked out and I just bore witness to its beauty and relaxed into that. And that's what Morning Dew Girl speaks of seeing the beauty in the world. It's the hello from heaven. It's your loved ones from the spirit world wanting to connect with you. These quiet times in nature, right? They're sending you signs and symbols to show you how much they love you. So look out for that, because when we're in this Morning Dew Girl essence, we notice bird activity. We notice, I just saw a ladybug where I was about to put my phone down and I just watched it for a while. I always feel like winged creatures are definitely messages from our ancestors. This comes, forward right now because you may be thinking of somebody you're missing too, right? So this serves as validation that he or she is still with you as well. So when a loved one passes and leaves the physical world, the familiar methods of ordinary communication get interrupted. So until a new form of communication is established, spirit people are trying to get your attention through special signs and symbols right now, and they want to connect with you. So keep your eye out. Look for all the signs and natures and synchronicities because they're there and they want to say hello, especially around these special holiday times. So beautiful energy, group one. If you're new, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe if you like this video. And all my links are down below. I love this deck. It's just so beautiful. The illustrations are remarkable. So again, yeah, you have all kinds of beautiful energy swirling around you. So tap into it, and then at the nucleus, it's always ease of motion, ease of thought, and experiencing things slowly and beautifully, right? Instead of rushing through. And that always, things tend to speed up around the holiday, and I purposely and consciously slow them down so I can really enjoy that time. I equate it to like those kids that just rapid tear through all their presents and then they're done and they don't appreciate anything, because that's, their aim and purpose was to go as fast as possible, to get as much as possible. And when that happens, nothing's really appreciated. But when we savor things, that's when the appreciation is there for sure. So beautiful, beautiful energy. Now we're in a Sleeping Beauty's dream. Oh, I love this. This is about intuitive dreams, nudges right now too. Intuition is the language of our soul. So we're all born aware with a profound sense of inner knowing. Intuition is one of the greatest gifts that we definitely possess. It keeps us connected to our higher selves, universe, divine spirit, all of that, right? And this is kind of where the spirit world is hearing your request, right? You're up there in this beautiful dreamscape. This is what you're imagining. This is what you want. This is your dreams. So the answers are already waiting for you. You were born intuitive, everybody is, and life has a way of adding increasing layers and years of responsibility to our physical world. So it's hard to peel back those layers so we can feel, so we can sense, so we can know when the answers arrive. So ask, this is the universe asking you to trust and embrace what you're physically feeling, and your body works in partnership with your intuition. So when you're aware of your dreams, synchronistic signs, books that come to you, people entering your life, even numbers, all of these things that reappear, these are intuitive nudges for you. So once you learn to trust this, you're going to see yourself in a world that you never saw possible, right? In this beautiful French chateau. I love that. So let's see what else is coming for you. So we have nature. Oh, I love this. So nature is saying that this is a time to absorb the healing properties that nature has to offer. Your mind, your body, your soul need nourishment, energy, revitalization, and strength. Nature has much to offer. So take this time to connect and spend some quality time outdoors. I know it's getting colder now, but it was like I feel reinvigorated just for coming outside and being able to do the reading outside. I hear the crackling of the leaves and my crazy animals that are running around, and I can hear the birds. There's always crickets. It's crazy because it's cooler now, but I can still hear them. But it puts me in tune with a quieter kind of energy, a more grounded type of energy, and it is very healing. So even if you can drive in your car to like a lake, a river, something near water, and just witness the beauty of that, the sun like glistening off the water, that is very healing. That will help grow some beautiful ideas in your head. It slows things down. It makes things so beautiful. So let's see what else is going on for you. You have all is connected. Again, this has to do with nature too, and you feeling this, being, divinely connected to things, and knowing that we can let go of self-sabotaging. We can absorb self-love. This is definitely saying, now's the time to love and nurture and heal yourself, because self-love isn't simply a state of mind about feeling good. It's a state of appreciation for yourself that grows and matures from actions you take to support your body, mind, and soul. Like whenever, my family's really great about motivating one another to go to the gym, to go for a walk. Who's ever feeling it, we try to bring a little health companion with us, and we try to do this because it is hard to motivate by ourselves. So this is saying too, it's all connected. If you can have a friend or a family member that you should maybe bring to the grocery store, because they'll help you pick fresh foods as opposed to salt and sugar and all of that, do that. When you want to go for a walk, get a friend, somebody. We're all connected. We're all here to help each other and guide one another. It's who we decide to surround ourselves with too. When we learn that we come from a place of self-love, we're able to accept our weaknesses and acknowledge past mistakes and incorporate new learning styles, and have people around that cement and help us with that, right? To care for ourselves, to do well, to eat well, to think well. Support all of that. People come into our lives for so many reasons, and when we learn from them, and sometimes we just move on while others return often because we learn more from those individuals, and some remain by our sides our entire lives. It's all connected, and it's a wonderful kind of thread that helps us on our journey and to learn and to thrive. So I'm going to pull one more card that you have for you. You have ancestral wisdom. Very beautiful. Look at that, all the frames in there. So these are people saying, we are your ancestors and we love you. We walked the earth many years before you, and we ask you at this poignant time to learn and grow from our past experiences. You are our legacy, and we will keep helping you as we continue to evolve over here in the spirit world. They absolutely always have their eye on us. They want what's best for us. When we listen and tune in intuitively, they help to guide us for sure. And sometimes it'll be like right when I close my eyes, I'll get all this flashing imagery. It's all usually a lot of animals. Then it's a place. It's always very green, like Ireland, England, big fields, and it's like I'll see things and hear things. And I definitely know that that's what I've tapped into. And, since we're all connected and all is connected, when we really wish to hear it and see it, it's going to come to us, and it's going to help us as well in a lot of ways. I feel like you have a lot of messages coming, and you're going to have the support you need. People are going to encourage you and reach out, and you're going to find like-minded souls that are also going to help you on your journey. So beautiful energy, group 2. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe if you like this video. When the wind picks up, if I have too many cards, I don't want them to blow away, so I'm going to remove them. And comment down below if you like this format. Do you like the readings that are outside? I love the lighting and just the wood and the leaves and the calm, and I like the energy is different. It's a little lighter, brighter, and clearer. I feel like it's just, it's really crisp. So again, all my links are down below for anything private readings, my Etsy store, anything you guys may want. Come see me on Instagram too. It's Sparkrist11. I do daily posts and memes like this, tarot, funny memes and crazy things that just have to do with everyday life stuff. And I always encourage people to DM me if they have any questions about crystals, life, something's going on. I'm always happy. I check those every single day. And I'm just catching up with your comments. Thank you guys for your hilarious and fun comments. I love and adore them. They are, they make this so worthwhile and so enriching, and I can't thank you guys enough. So beautiful. So now we're on to Moon Dance. I love this card because I feel like this is like tapping into your magical self, tapping into your mystical self, knowing and trusting. It's very like the Fool card, that you trust that the universe has your back, and this magical existence is always here for us when we tap into it. And like one of my favorite films is The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, because I love that idea that there are alternate places, there are alternate existences, there are kind of like multiverses. And I definitely believe in that perspective, that there is not just this place, obviously, the fifth dimension, all of these places where entities and energies and magic exists and helps us. I mean, when you think about space, how can there not be some incredible things going out there in the universe, right? And this Moon Dance helps us believe and tap into that energy of the magic, and also reaching out for things, because if you are in any kind of situation, support is as much about the physical act of accepting help where it's offered as it is about the emotional benefits, and learning that it's truly okay to accept support when it's presented to you. So this is saying, if at any time that you feel like something is a little off or you don't feel good, always reach out, ask somebody, because when we try to figure out everything ourselves and we don't seek out expert advice or people within work, because I feel like some of you guys at work may be going through a thing where you're uncertain, or you're at collegiate level where you may have professors or something and you have some unanswered questions and you don't want to feel like a burden. Do it so you people respect that, and then they like the fact that you are trying to figure things out and get the correct answers instead of just winging it, right? Really listen, because you have to be willing to listen if you want to understand the advice that's coming in. Sometimes we ask for something and then we kind of tune out, right? Like every once in a while I'll ask Ian about his day, and then he'll be a couple minutes in and my other voice will say, did you hear a single thing he said? And I pull myself back down. So this is a cycle of awareness too that is trying to come in for you. Oh, I love this. So you also have the journey. I feel like you're on this new journey of self-discovery and also discovering other things about other people. I feel like you're going to be in an enriched emotional intelligence stage where you can really read into what people are saying and doing. You can tell if they're telling the truth. It's like you have this extra gear in your head that really is tapped into this. It's going to be about people's body language. It's going to be about their movements, their eye contact. You're going to be able to see deception a mile away. You're going to be able to know when people are truly there for you and helping you, like a kind of like mini relationship expert too. Like, you can devise a plan of who you kind of got to loosen the reins and let go a little bit because they're, where they're a friend, they're more like a frenemy, things like that. You're just going to be really tapped into that, because some of you guys, I do feel a little envy around you, and people may be trying to give you ill advise you so you're not coming out ahead, that sort of thing. And you're going to really tap into that, and you're going to be under the umbrella of spirit helping you. And I feel like too that moon dance is all about moving into, on your journey, new beginnings. They can be orchestrated at any time in your life. It's a beautiful way of resetting your own private stage with the props you want, the backdrop you want, and create the perfect set for the next stage of your life, right? It's a great visual way of starting the process of change. And don't be alarmed if you feel lost or confused, because it does take sometimes a drastic life change to alter things, like people, and you'll see this with a lot of people, if they try to implement dietary changes and it just doesn't stick, so they just go, they juice for 3 days because they got a hardcore, stuff like that. I'm like that with spending. I'll just say, don't go to store for a week, because I get so excited this time of year, and everything I see I want to get for Christmas for people. But what happens is that then I'm so excited and I want to see their reaction, so I end up giving it to them early, and then they don't have a Christmas present. Then I have to go out and redo the whole thing. So, you're just picking up all these beautiful clues. Again, ancestral wisdom is coming to you. You're going to have a lot of dream talk. Your subconscious is constantly and subtly going to speak to you in your dreams. They're definitely trying to communicate to you. You have a lot of symbolism, messages, and images that are going to come through, and keep pen and paper by you. And I feel like you're just going to naturally start giving back to in your journey. You're giving. I feel like you're a giver without the expectation of receiving anything. And that's the most beautiful kind, right? Just the act of doing that makes you feel good. That's really wonderful. So let's see what your next card is. Oh, you have the love card. I love that. So love is the foundation of your existence, and you're just as worthy of receiving as you are of giving love and compassion. While love can be beautiful emotion, it's equally a form of energy that propels you through life. So when we feel loved and we feel appreciated, and someone smiles and does something nice for us, it makes us feel good. Sometimes it's as simple as, like, I walked into the kitchen this morning and Indy's like, hey mom, I'm cutting a banana up, you want some? It was like just those gestures that is like, I'm thinking about you too. I find that so lovely and so caring. And you're going to experience that more, because what we do is we actually position ourselves in that lovely yin receivership, where we say, you know what, I've been a caregiver, I know what it is to give. And the one kind of fractious result of that is sometimes people get a sense of entitlement. Oh, well, that's their role. They're the giver. No, we should also be in that receivership mode. And by doing that, it's one of those things where, first of all, we show a lot of gratitude when somebody offers us something, right? And we're not continually giving, that it's a beautiful sense of receivership, because sometimes we can literally almost like drown someone in love, and they don't get a chance to reciprocate because we're always complimenting, doing, or all of that. But I feel like you're in this beautiful new phase. And that's funny that came up, because you also have new directions. You are going to be going in new directions. I feel like both at work. Some of you are going to be just deciding to just pack up and leave your state or country. You just want to try something new. Also, I'm finding a lot of you guys, you're like, you know what? I've been on this circuit a while at this particular job. I've learned everything I need to learn. I want to expand. I want to have something that excites me. I don't want dull energy or stagnant energy around me. I want excitement. I want to wake up and be excited about creating something. I feel like a lot of you guys want to move into more creative endeavors. A lot of you guys are crafting these miraculous, cool candles and kits and jewelry and things that smell good and oils and all of these things. And you have all these beautiful offerings for the world, and you're going out and you're really doing it. You're expanding. You may like writing, but then all of a sudden you start to like music. You start to write lyrics, things like that. So you're really kind of branching out in a really gorgeous way. And I feel like you're going to meet a lot of cool new people with this too, because you also have the gift. And the gift speaks of, this is one of my favorite cards. The gift speaks of spirit, people, and otherworldly events bringing something to your door that you have been waiting for a long time, and you almost forgot about it. It's like a kind of on-tap potential that all of a sudden comes back, and then you start to put it into practice, and it earns you a lot of money. Or you find something, a lost treasure. It's something that has a measurable value to you, and you're like, how did I ever misplace, forget, or put this down? And for a lot of you, it's a skill set or a latent kind of beautiful skill that you have as well, where you're like, wow, you just one day pick up a paintbrush or something or a pencil and you start sketching and it's amazing. And you're like, wow. So I feel like you are being gifted with something right now. I feel like this is also a spiritual download as well. So you're going to have greater understanding of how the universe works, energy works, when to tap into that for your greatest rewards. Really, this card is fabulous. This is like the World and Two of Cups combined, you guys. So beautiful energy. You're going to be in the Queen Bee and King Bee position right here. Well, there isn't really a king bee, but you can be the general. So anywho, you guys, love and light. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. And all my links are down below. If you need a private read, come see me on Instagram. Anything, you guys. I'm going to be, the gold coins I've been using for right in a couple weeks. I'm going to start doing a giveaway for that because I have every zodiac sign in that coin. You guys were saying how much you like them. So I love just, how holding all these contests. And they're very easy. I just say, like, put down your zodiac. That's it. And then I do a drawing. I say, what brings you joy and light? And then you win a free reading, all these things. And it's a lot of fun. And I like to have all these interactions with you guys and nice exchanges of energy and gifts because, that's what it's all about, right? So love and light. I'm going to go upload.